Welcome back to the Cardano family. Thanks for all the love. Let's get right in today's analysis update, see what's happening with the price of Cardano as of November the 7th, and of course, what we could be expecting as we are going into the weekend. Looking across the board, today's Friday, first and foremost, happy Friday to everyone on the Crypto ZX channel. You guys can see for yourself, we're seeing a great day today. And, over the last 1 week, I think this is the best day that we have seen for the broader market. But as I've highlighted in my ICP update as well as the Caspa update, right now you still need to be looking for confirmations before we can start jumping around, in my opinion. But again, people that did pick up the bloodbath over the last few days are up quite a bit, so I'm sure no one's really complaining on that point on. But let's take a closer look and see what's happening with Cardano's price. Cardano's price right now, you can find it at 10% increase over the last 24 hours in USD perspective. But as far as the weekly time frame is concerned, still down about 4.5%, and of course on the monthly, you can see for yourself. The price, you can find it at 58 cents right now, up 7.5% on the Bitcoin side of things. Valuation 21.25 billion, and the 24-hour trading volume at $1.47 billion. But as always, just a quick disclaimer, anything on this channel is not financial advice. Always do your own due diligence and research when you are investing in crypto. So you guys might be wondering, again, if you did watch the internet computer update, you guys should know what's happening. If not, no problem. I will highlight for you guys in this update. So if you guys are wondering why altcoins are up so much today, take a look at Bitcoin. Bitcoin has seen a little bit of a bounce, but it's nowhere near as to where it was at the beginning of the month. Yet you're seeing so much green across the board, and it kind of comes back down to the Bitcoin dominance. Dominance has seen a major decline, as you can see for yourself, and you want to see this number going as low as possible. But again, if Bitcoin were to shake out once again, I do personally think dominance is going to start showing strength again, unfortunately. But due to this retracement, and obviously Bitcoin is seeing a 4% move towards the upside, so Bitcoin did go below $100,000 again. We were sitting at $99,000, last night. We picked up, and we're currently sitting at $103,400 price point as of recording this update. But the dominance, obviously, pulling down quite sharply, giving altcoins, a room to, feel some breathe, as you can see for yourself. But let's take a look at what's happening with Cardano's price. So again, if you're looking at the Cardano's price, obviously we're still, below the 78.6 Fibonacci retracement level. But let's take a closer look at it on, the hourly time frame. So Cardano's price came down to, of course, on November 4th at 48 cents. Since then, if you dollar cost average in around that key range, you did see an increase of about 20%. But what you want to see Cardano do right now, it's still, below where we were prior to, this major retracement. Cardano needs to reclaim back up to the 60 cents, which I think still can happen. It's very close, literally 2 cents away for it to do that. That's only about a 4.4% move. Obviously this kind of takes it back to, where it was prior to, the major retracement that we did see, on Monday, and of course, starting Sunday. But, obviously Monday and Tuesday, we did see this downwards trajectory. But obviously, reclaiming back above, to that key range would pretty much take it back to, where it was. But with that said, I'm still not too optimistic on Bitcoin. I've seen this time and time out, unless, of course, Bitcoin goes back into the 23.6 and start heading up to the 117K key range, then we could be having a different conversation. Till then, Bitcoin is still nowhere near as to where it needs to be, and this could still be a fake out. We could still maybe go up to $106,000, $107,000 price point, and still I would not be, too optimistic just at that point on. But again, if, like I said, we get back into this key range, dominance continues to show weakness, that could be a big confirmation for us. But as of now, what's very impressive here for ADA is that, we were just sitting at 52 cents last night. And since then, the price has gone up about 12%. Most importantly, making its way back above the 56.8 cents key resistance. Obviously, if we are able to break, above this key range, and obviously close, not, I wouldn't say break, if we are able to close the daily candle around this key range, I think, we do push up to the 60 cents mark, especially if Bitcoin is able to push up to the key levels that I've just spoken to you guys about at 106. That would be the next target to be looking out for, because we are sitting at $103,400 price point. Next would be $106,400. And if that is able to happen, I think, Cardano reclaims back up to where it was at that 60 cents price point. And that is something to be looking out for right now. Let me know in the comments what you guys think. What are your overall thoughts on this overall, move? Love you all. See you later. Been Crypto ZX and peace.